Welcome back. Let's give you some positive news on a Friday. Entrepreneur Loyiso Manga's olive oil business is going from strength to strength. Earlier this week, Ubuntu extra virgin oil olive oil hit the shelves at the top 100 Woolworths stores across the country. He joins me now to talk about his extraordinary journey. Loyiso, thank you very much for your time here on eNCA, and congratulations. I mean, Woolworths is a big deal in the African context. It's one of those stores, you know, when you have something that looks good, people say you're the Woolworths of whatever, or the Woolworths of so-and-so. Tell me how you felt when you got that email or that call to say, we'd like your product on our shelves.
Good afternoon to you, Masego, and your listeners. We were ecstatic. I mean, this is something that we had from the onset, you know, when we were just labeling our bottles in our garage and at my house. This was always a dream that we had always wanted to attain. And when Woolworths tasted the olive oil and they were happy with it, you know, it was a dream come true. And we certainly ticked a box there that we thought was certainly in our list of dreams that we want to do. So it was a game changer, and we love the fact that it will serve as an inspiration to many entrepreneurs, especially Black entrepreneurs who want to get into the entrepreneurial space.
I think that's actually also quite important. But tell me about your journey. Did you ever think that you would get this far? You know, how long have you been making this extra virgin olive oil, you know, before you finally got that deal with Woolworths?
So my journey in the agriculture space, having grown up in it in youths like Kariga and Makanda, I grew up in a very agricultural background, and yeah, for the last 3-4 years, from 2018, we've been looking for a niche market. And I found the olive oil, and I think the benefits of olive oil, especially the fact that it reduces type 2 diabetes, and it speaks about health and strokes, and, you know, helps prevent strokes and all these things. We thought it would be great. So when we launched in 2019, December, we sold about 600 bottles throughout the country, which was an amazing feat for us. So, I mean, we'd always wanted to associate ourselves with the best. We pride ourselves in having a world-renowned, world award-winning olive oil. And yeah, I mean, I think Woolworths was just one of those platforms. It's not the end of it. We want to fly like eagles. We want to go overseas. Yeah. We want this to be South Africa's favorite olive oil.
I mean, 2019, since you launched the olive oil, that's not a very long journey to 2022. So I think you're actually one of the very lucky ones. But you mentioned wanting to also even go international, you know, and I just want to ask you this. I know that, you know, I'm putting the spanner on the works of positive news. We're a country that has load shedding that also affects the agriculture sector, for instance, you know, our power crisis. Is that also hindering on your business at all?
No, certainly. I mean, our desire was to own a farm. We couldn't get that through funding institutions. We wanted to own a warehouse. But I suppose the great position that we find ourselves in now is that we outsource our filling and all of these things. But of course, you know, you do get delays here and there. But I suppose, I mean, we're all going through this. We just need to dig deep and do the best that we can, and you know, to be where we want to be. So I guess just like many entrepreneurs, we have been hindered by load shedding, by the petrol price, but we continue to dig deep because our desire to thrive and to be successful overweighs whatever challenges we're going through.
You know, when you talk about the fact that your particular olive oil reduces, for instance, type 2 diabetes, it, you know, has a lot of health benefits. And, you know, the first people that you think about when you think about something that will benefit health-wise and that could be a bit more affordable than going to see an expensive doctor and buy the expensive medicine in our country are the poorest of the poor. So, you know, is it affordable to all the markets? How much is, for instance, one bottle?
So yeah. Speaking about that, I think that's the one thing that drove us to extra virgin olive oil is the fact that we could play a part and add value to the lives of our people in South Africa. Our olive oil is very well priced at 130, and yeah, I mean, I think, you know, this is knowledge that's out there. Any premium cold pressed South African, I can speak for South African olive oil, which is the
Yeah.
best in the world, one of the best in the world. All of that speaks to, and you can Google this. It's out there. Benefits of extra virgin oil. It's amazing. It truly is.
And lastly, Loyiso, I have to ask you, on this Friday, your advice to people who, for instance, want to get into the agriculture market, but they don't know where to start. They don't grow up in a farm. For instance, someone like me, I don't know anything about a farm. I've always grown up in Johannesburg, how would you advise those people who, even though they grew up in a setting like mine, they want to tap into the agriculture world? Is it easy, especially
Yeah, I
for a young
suppose
black person?
Sure. So I suppose that's the beauty of entrepreneurship, that it seeks to problem solve. And if you want to get into agriculture, and that's where the gold mine is, and a lot of people are sleeping on it, because that is what we use on a daily basis. Now, as an entrepreneur, as a Masego who is in Soweto or who is in Kwalanga, in Cape Town, you need to speak to what's out there. So people are living healthy. Go into blackberries, go into berries, go into your sage, go into all of these things that are needed on a daily basis. So your market then should be, the first thing is, what am I solving and who am I speaking to? And you can't go wrong with healthy living.
All right, well, that's beautiful. Thank you very much, Loyiso, and congratulations. I'll send you a picture of myself buying the extra virgin olive oil, your specific one, over the weekend, I promise. I'll post it on Instagram and you can repost. Loyiso Manga, the entrepreneur whose olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, Ubuntu, is actually making it to Woolies. Let's go to your business.